Now live. Hey guys.
Hello.
Good evening.
How are you?
Not bad. Yourself?
Yeah, very well, mate. Thank you.
Nice to see you this week.
Yeah. It's been a long one.
It has, yeah. Not the weather's been great, but it's just been a wee tap.
Yeah, it's
Muggy.
been a bit too muggy for me. I can't sleep when it's like that. But
No.
I moan when it's too cold as well, so I'm never happy. Yeah. So yeah, this week's list, top 10. Sorry, I'm just looking at what I've just pulled up. Top 10 guilty pleasure movies. That's not what we're doing this week. It is
No,
top 10,
we've
top
done
10
that.
sci-fi movies.
Just
this is
not scripted, guys. This is not scripted.
No. This is why you should always, prepare at least 10 minutes beforehand, not 2 minutes. Yeah. So top 10 sci-fi movies. How'd you find this one, man?
Can we just say before that this one was suggested by one of our followers, Doug.
Yeah, great suggestion as well. I mean, excluding Star Wars as well is a great touch. Not that I would have put Star Wars in, actually. I always think of Star Wars more as a fantasy films. They just happen to be set in space, but yeah, it actually made it easier for me not to feel like I had to put them in. So yeah, that was good. That was a good choice there from Doug.
Hi, Arnie. Welcome.
Hello, Arnie.
Thanks for joining. Okay, so I found this list this week. Like I said, I literally just changed one before we came on. I kept switching Sam in and out. I mentioned to you early in the week a certain film. Is it sci-fi? I'm not going to say which film it is.
And see, this is that made it a lot easier for me when I sort of thought about what I think sci-fi is. So for me, as I say, I don't think Star Wars is necessarily sci-fi. I think what it done for sci-fi was massive with the effects and that sort of thing. But actually, as a film, I think it's more fantasy. But with sci-fi, for me, it's got to have that sort of realistic element. And I like sci-fi where it's like a man-made problem, like a bit like Jeff Goldblum says in Jurassic Park. Just because we can do something doesn't mean we should. So I like that sort of man-made problem, like we create our own chaos, and and I think you'll see that as we go through my list. It's sort of that playing God.
Yeah.
What about yourself? What do you define sci-fi?
It's a difficult one because some of these films can come into different categories. Define sci-fi as science fiction, not necessarily space related.
Yeah, that's massive. Actually, that's a really good point. And I've got a few on the list that they go nowhere near space, and I think that's a misconception. And I think sci-fi is a term that sometimes puts people off a lot. And I'm the same when it comes to horror. If someone says, "Oh, do you like horror films?" I would automatically say no. I don't really like horror films. But then, actually, a lot of the sci-fi that I like are sort of sci-fi horror. So it's like a blend of the two. I think sometimes giving these putting films in these boxes doesn't actually help the audience.
So before we go into this, do you think sci-fi is? Do you think people think sci-fi is space-related?
Yeah.
Films.
Yeah, I do. I think so. I think
yes, it is space related, but it's futuristic. like you say,
I mean, the clues in the name. It's science.
yeah,
You've got the
science
science there.
fiction.
It's got, and I always think that the best sci-fi has credibility. Like it could happen. Not necessarily will, but it could happen. And that
So
makes it for a better sci-fi film.
it's like we say, but like you said just a second ago. Some people, I'd hate sci-fi, and they're watching horror, and I'm like, well, that's kind of sci-fi.
Yeah, exactly that. And yeah, like I say, I do the same with horror. I'm not a big horror fan, but then when I was doing this list, especially, I thought maybe I do quite like horror or sci-fi horror. So yeah, maybe putting these labels on some of these films really doesn't help, because it does put some people off automatically just by putting that label.
But it's again, it's our interpretation, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we're not saying these are the best films. They're just our top 10 favourite films, really, aren't they?
But some of you guys might not agree with us that these are not sci-fi.
Yeah, I mean, add it in the comments. I happily reply to any of the comments you've got regarding whether or not they even are sci-fi. Who went first last week? Was that me or you?
Did I go first last week? Did I? Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Yeah. So what we do the normal. We always start from we do number 10 to number 6 straight off, and then Michael to give his 10 to 6, and then we go through each one from 5 to 1 singly, and just sort of compare notes on why we put that film in that spot. So I'm going to start this week. And
Sarah joined us now. Hi, Sarah.
So top 10 sci-fi movies this week, and I'm starting at number 10 with District 9. Really like this film. It's a quite a clever film, actually, because it's like illegal aliens, like literal illegal aliens, and they sort of put in a ghetto in Johannesburg, and there's this federal agent. What's his name? I did write his name down. So he, Wickers Vandermeer, and he's assigned to a victim from this ghetto. He has an accident where he then starts to become one of them, what they call a prawn. It's really good. Yeah, if you've seen this one, yeah? Yeah. So really like this film, and it's like I was saying, it's got like some of the bits where he's transforming into this prawn. Like gut wrenching, horrible to watch, real horrific stuff. So yeah, that's why it made number 10 for me.
And I love his accent in it and how he says like prawn.
Yeah, he does. It's and almost like we're saying, like some of these sci-fi films are like sci-fi, they're slash horror. That's almost slash comedy as well, isn't it? There are bits where I laugh out loud at that film because it's almost too ridiculous. But yeah, great film.
I mean, his accent as well, you know.
Yeah,
it's almost comedic as in itself, isn't it?
Yeah. At number 9, I've got RoboCop, the original one. So again,
nice.
Really gory film, and it's sort of set in the city, and it's sort of run by a corporation, which is quite. It's probably more relevant today than it was back then in the 80s, actually.
So how do you? On the RoboCop thing, how do you feel about the reboot?
Oh, I didn't think it was as good as the original, but I didn't hate it. I thought it was all right. I thought it was better than some of the sequels that the original RoboCop got.
RoboCop, you know how he becomes RoboCop. He gets shot, doesn't he? He goes into does he go into a massive gang or?
Yeah, don't they tie him up and sort of take limbs off though as well? They really beat him.
I mean, they shoot the hell out of him, don't they?
Yeah.
Where in the new one, which, you know, you shoot the hell out of him, it's believable. In the new one, he just gets blown up near a car.
But that scene in the new one where they take all the parts off of him and he's sort of left with like that's because really a set of lungs, a heart, and then he's air pipe up to his head, isn't it? And that's quite graphic. But not so much as the original, but that bit was good.
The original, good choice for the original.
But yeah, the original was really good. Lots of brutality, humour, and it's sort of, you know, again, it's like I said, it's one of those things that sort of asks the question, like, yeah, we might be able to do this, but should we do it? And that I think that is relevant to good science fiction. So yeah, that's number 9. At number 8, I've got the original Planet of the Apes, 1968 one. So with Charlton Heston, have you ever watched this one?
Yes.
I mean, I love this film, and I know it's a bit cheesy now. It's a bit sort of hammy in places. It's Charlton Heston obviously is cool in every film he ever done, but yeah, I think because this one's been parodied so much. So they've done it on The Simpsons, they've done it on loads of different TV shows. Like some of the famous lines, like "Oh, get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape," "You maniac." I love the twist at the end as well. So this one's quite far removed. You sort of think, well, how has this astronaut ended up on this planet of the apes? And then it turns out at the end, spoiler alert, that it's actually planet Earth in the future. They've done this. They've created these super monkeys, and then they've taken over, which is quite cool because I think it's one of those things that we do worry about.
And again, isn't the newest ones, the recent ones, great films? Don't they hint at them astronauts going into space?
Yeah,
isn't there an Easter egg where they're just taking off?
Yeah, and then there was that one with Mark Wahlberg as well, which wasn't a great film to be honest, but they sort of flipped that twist at the end where he lands on Planet of the Apes, but modern day Planet of the Apes. So they're like driving cop cars in, they've got helicopters in the sky and that, and I quite like that twist at the end of that one. But no, the original one, brilliant.
The clone guy, to be honest.
Clone guy. Yeah, if you get a chance to watch the original one just to see where it all started, it's great. Just for the classic lines, really, as well. It's worth watching. Number 7, we've got Terminator 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Really like Terminator 2, and it's that rare sequel that improves on the original. And it switches the Arnold Schwarzenegger role around, so he comes back and he's actually the protector in this one. And then you've got the new guy. I can't even remember. Is it T-1000? He can melt down.
I'm sure some of the guys watching might.
Yeah, someone will tell me. Yeah, and it is the I've written it down. T-1000. Yeah, it's shape shifting, all of that, and it's good because this one's got more of that sort of human element. So Arnie is, he develops a real bond with John Connors. So yeah, it's a good film and it's good fun as well. Some of the best sci-fi or some really good sci-fi sometimes isn't as good as it could be because they miss out on that human element. But that really sells good sci-fi for me if you've got that human element to it. Which this one does. And then at number 6, I've got Alien. So Ridley Scott's original, number 1. I like this one. I know a lot of people prefer the second one, but for me, it's this one. And it's going to end badly as soon as they walk into the hull of that ship and it's full of those eggs. You sort of know that this crew is out of their depth, and then it just gets worse. Everything's phallic shaped in it. There's stuff bursting out people's chests. It's great. It's a great film. And this is what I mean when I say again that sci-fi horror. It wouldn't work if you were to sort of clean it up so it's for a younger audience. I don't think it'd work as well. You need to have that gore and that horror in some of these, and this one would be not half as good a film without any of that.
This could fall into the horror as well, couldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot on my list could actually fall into the horror category. I think it's a great sci-fi film. I don't think it's been beaten in the Alien franchise. I don't think they've topped it.
No.
But yeah, I know some people disagree with that. That was number 6, mate. So you're on.
Okay. So I'm gonna start my list off with. And now I'm probably going to get a bit of stick for this. I'm going with Avatar at number 10.
Okay.
It's not so much the greatest story.
Well, no, Pocahontas.
The story is basically Pocahontas.
Yeah.
But this was amazing to watch in the cinema. Watching it now at home, not so great. But in cinema, in 3D, was... I've not seen a 3D film better than this in cinema.
No, I saw this in an IMAX as well. And it was
visually,
incredible.
Visually,
yeah.
amazing. I'm blown out the water how visually good this is.
I mean, I actually quite like it as a film as well. I mean, it's not in my top 10, but I do really like it. I think it's a great film, great story, if not borrowed story. Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's worthy.
If it was in the cinema again, I'd definitely go and watch it again.
It's a shame, isn't it, that the
guys
sequels...
who missed out, if it does come to cinema, I really recommend going to see it in cinema.
Yeah, and if you can, watch it in an IMAX or at least 3D. It's worth it. It's worth it for the visuals, definitely.
Yeah,
and it's a shame.
Should they make sequels? No. Is my opinion.
Obviously, I disagree, because some of the ideas that they've put out there sort of like underwater for the sequel, and I think if they use the same sort of technology or the same attitude that they used on the first one to get that technology to the point where it would look that good, yeah, go for it. I'd love to see it. So, but again, it all depends on the story, doesn't it? Sci-fi is only ever as good as the story. So hopefully
I'll leave Avatar what they call their metal. Is it unobtainium?
Unobtainium, yeah, the most.
Yeah, let's just leave it there, shall we? Move on. Number 9 for me is Ghostbusters, the original.
Okay, yeah, it's a cool film.
So
Never even thought this one.
Great film, great franchise, great soundtrack. Great casting.
Yeah. Are we talking about the Melissa McCarthy version?
The first one, yeah.
Not the Melissa McCarthy.
No,
not the women.
No.
Follow.
100% no.
Okay.
100% not the. I haven't got a problem with the female casting.
It's just
don't get me wrong, guys. It's just there was no chemistry there. The jokes didn't land.
No, it
was terrible.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah. But the original Bill Murray.
Looking forward to the new one, but the original, great. I say great casting.
I don't know. The new one though, it looks a little bit like, and they've even got an actor from it, but like a Stranger Things feature-length film.
I quite like that idea.
I don't know. I want to see Ghostbusters. Not, if I want to watch Stranger Things, I'll pop Netflix on. If I want to watch Ghostbusters, I sort of want a Ghostbusters film. I might be completely wrong, and the trailer might be mis-selling it. But the trailer that I've seen, just reminds me too much of Stranger Things. And I want them to go. I want them to go back, old school. I want a Bobby Brown soundtrack, and yeah.
But the siren of their what do you call that? I forgot what they called their car now. It's not the what they something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But that siren,
Yeah, no, it's a great film. Good choice there. I never even thought of that.
My number 8, I've got District 9 at number 8.
Okay, what reasons?
Same as yours. Great film. I think it's I don't think it gets enough. It's not, people underestimate it, I think.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. I don't think it gets enough credit.
Again, rumor has it that there could be a District 10. Does it need it? Maybe not.
I don't think it does. I think I'm with you on that. I think no.
It's a one-off film.
Yeah, and I think I hate the culture at the moment, actually, where everything has to have a sequel, and regardless of whether they've got a story for it, because then it weakens the original. I mean, and you've got to remember that's a great film, District 9, and it's Neil Blomkamp's first time in the director's chair, and he's got a film like that. And I think, don't ruin it with a sequel, because he probably wouldn't come back for a sequel, so it would be handed off to someone else. And I leave it. That's my.
But no, like I say, the way they call them prawns.
Yeah,
great.
It is great. I love everything about that film, and it's one of those films. I know we say this a lot with a lot of films, but I can watch it if I'm, whatever mood. If I'm, come home from work and I've got nothing else to do, I'll whack District 9 on and let's have a view of that. It doesn't really get old. So yeah, good choice.
Yeah, and it's not a hard-hitting film, is it? I don't think it. Would you call it a blockbuster?
No, I don't think it was. I think it's got more of a cult following. Now. I wouldn't say it was a blockbuster. No, I mean I didn't see this one in the cinema. This was out on DVD by the time I saw it. I never heard of it until that point.
I believe I saw it in cinema. It was
Okay. No, I didn't. So that was a
surprisingly
DVD.
better. Surprisingly better than you think it's going to be. So those who have not seen it, pick it up, go and watch it.
Definitely great film.
Number 7 for me, I've got Back to the Future.
Okay.
Great film.
It is great. And again,
great trilogy to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I know the second and third are sort of like they don't get a lot of credit, do they? But I enjoy them, not quite as much, but I like them a lot. Do you know what I mean? I don't. There's nothing I dislike about any of those films.
No.
So
again, it has a massive cult following now, doesn't it? And people always joke now, don't they? It's like, oh, we should have hoverboards by now.
yeah, and like Nike trainers that can do the
yeah.
And I like how relevant it still is actually. Like the Avengers Endgame reference time travel from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
It's still sort of hotly discussed, and I really enjoy all that. I think it's a great film, and again, great soundtrack as well for that film.
Oh yeah, and the characters are just great as well, aren't they? I'm guessing it was such a good film, and most people have seen it who are following this. The idea that he goes to see his mom in back in the future, falls in love with him. Yeah, it's kind of like
it's a great idea. Yeah, great film.
And isn't he slowly disappearing because she's falling in love with him and not
George.
Not his dad.
Yeah, no, it's a good film, really funny.
And it's DeLorean as well.
Like I say, the time travel really works in that. Like the whole premise. I know it's been picked apart in other films since, but when you watch it for the first time, that's how to do it. That's how you.
I mean, who doesn't want to own a DeLorean? I mean, and want to give it a go?
You just don't want to park next to one, not with those doors.
No. And I would not go back to 2020.
Yeah. So fast forward to this one.
I mean, it's been good for this, isn't it? But no, I'll avoid 2020.
Yeah, definitely.
And my number 6, I'm got with Jurassic Park.
Okay, cool. Good choice.
The very first Jurassic Park.
Very good choice.
So we're in the Jurassic worlds now, aren't we? But this is the one I was saying to you, didn't I? I was like, is Jurassic Park a sci-fi film or is it an action?
I mean, going back to what we said earlier, a sci-fi film for me is got to have sort of credible science that could happen. That Jurassic Park's got it.
I mean, we haven't cloned dinosaurs yet or brought them back to life, as I'm not aware of.
Yeah, it's probably been done, mate. It probably has, and then just quickly shot afterwards. You know what I mean? It's not something that people are going to brag about, because not after we've had 5 movies now, haven't we, telling us why it's a bad idea. So, yeah. and the first one is a classic. Yeah,
I mean, who doesn't like a dinosaur? And going to a theme park where dinosaurs are real, and then they escape.
And I don't know if you've watched it recently, but I have. I watched it a week or so ago. And the animatronics and the effects for the dinosaurs really hold up.
100%, yeah.
They still look as good. Fun. So, and I know we've had other films since, and I don't think they've really improved on that. I think Spielberg done a great job on bringing those.
And it's got one of them classic soundtracks to it as well, isn't it? That plays. Everyone
the John Williams score,
yeah, John Williams. John Williams.
I would say that's it. I think there's a top 3 for me of John Williams score, and I think Jurassic Park sort of beats. I would have Jurassic Park, Superman, and then Star Wars. That's my top 3. Jurassic Park, I think it's a great bit of music.
That's a sub list.
Yeah. So that was number 6, was it?
That was number 6, yes.
Okay, then, so I'll go straight in with number 5. It's one that you've already mentioned, Back to the Future.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great. The concept's really hard one to pull off, but they do it. Few films are as perfectly constructed as the first Back to the Future. Like, it's the beginning, middle, and end. It just flows really well. It's never a chore to watch. Sit down and watch that. There is a few sort of plot nicks in there that, you know, have been mentioned before. It's not perfect in that respect.
We could get into that chat. That do any of the time travel films work? There's always some sort of loophole. This one works. I'd say the only other one that works, and it's not on my list, is Men in Black 3.
Yeah, that's really good actually. I quite enjoyed the third one of those.
Because they kind of tie in the loopholes.
Yeah, it's not
explain it. Back to the Future. I don't think you can pick it Back to the Future, but things like Terminator. We could talk all day about Terminator.
No, I agree. So yeah, I've got really nothing more to add on Back to the Future that you haven't mentioned there, and what I've just said. So yeah, you're number 5, mate.
My number 5. If you haven't watched this one yet, and I've done the 100 film list, which is behind on my poster. I've gone for Her.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that film?
I have seen it. Yeah. I've seen it once, and I can give you specifics on it.
So he falls in love with an Alexa unit. He basically falls in love with a voice, an artificial computer, which is voiced by Scarlett Johansson. Great. Who wouldn't fall in love with Scarlett Johansson's voice?
Yeah.
But there's a part in the film, and guys, this is a bit of a spoiler, but he basically has sex with her by not having sex with her.
Okay.
I mean, Scarlett Johansson doing some sexy talk is wow.
That'd be enough for me, to be fair.
It's like, just keep going, Scarlett.
Yeah.
Come on.
Call me Barbara.
But guys, you haven't seen it. Great film, great concept.
Yeah. Okay. Number 4 for me, I've got The Matrix, the first one.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, this is a great film, and I think it benefits from when it came out, sort of the dawn of the internet, wasn't it? When this one came out, the internet was just sort of kicking up, and obviously Neo is a computer hacker. Gets offered a choice, blue or red pill. You find out that we're all sort of being farmed for these other higher beings to feed on. It's just a great film. I mean, it's a shame that the sequels sort of pissed all over what the first one set up, because the first one is a fantastic film, and I could watch it over and over again. I think it was the Wachowski brothers at the time, but I think they've actually changed now, and they're now the Wachowski sisters.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they felt. Yeah.
And they've said it's a trans film now, haven't they? It's actually a story about trans. I don't really understand that. I don't understand how that works, how that was, what they're implying there, what about the story relates to being trans. But then I'm probably not going to. I'm not transsexual, so fair play. But yeah, film itself is great.
It'd be good to see how the new one is going to pan out.
I don't hold a lot of hope for it, to be honest.
I'll tell you now, this one has just dropped off my list, so I took this one out.
Oh, did you?
I'm not saying it's a bad film. It's just I saw this in cinema recently on it, so I think it was the 20th anniversary. They played it in View Cinema.
Okay.
Great on big screen again.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I'd love to.
I give you, it is a good sci-fi film.
Yeah, I think so. And it's one of those that I would watch. I do watch quite often, so that's why it's made.
And it's a great idea that nothing's real.
Yeah, it's quite it's a horrible thought, but that's why a lot of these films work, because it's there's that credibility that it could be it could be true.
It's quite the Matrix is quite complex, isn't it? It's very.
I remember when I mean, I was quite young when this one came out, and I remember having to watch it a couple of times to really get it. But yeah, it's worth it. It's definitely worth watching. So yeah, that's why I put The Matrix in.
Good choice. My number 4 isn't my number 4. I've got Tron.
Good choice. Good choice.
I mean, the new ones are good, but the original,
Yeah,
in their suits and their bikes and that, that game when they're training each other.
yeah, that's a great choice. It's not on my list, but could easily have been.
A good soundtrack as well, isn't it, to the new one?
It's a really good concept as well. I love the story of Tron.
Yeah. And the colours of the bikes, and is that as they have that race, it's just like.
I mean, it hasn't aged brilliantly though, has it? Tron.
No, but it works still. You can still watch it, like, wow, it's kind of like, okay.
Yeah, it's almost like it's trippy now. It's not.
Yes.
I agree with that. It's
but I think that works in its favour.
Yeah, you could be right actually. Maybe I'm just being a dick because I don't know. I like it. I think what they've done in the newer ones, they do look so cool. And then if you watch the original, it's just not quite there, is it? Which is not going to be. It's like 20, 30 years made the previous, so it's not going to be up there. But you're right. It is a good thing that it's more trippy because good choice there. Okay, number 3 for me. Another one that you've already mentioned. Jurassic Park.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really got a lot to add to this one. I mean, it's a classic. Like I said, the dinosaurs still look as good now as they did when it first came out. I don't think any of the other movies have ever got close to being as good as this one. I don't dislike any of them, but this one perfect.
And I don't think Jurassic World works as well.
I quite like the first Jurassic World because I really enjoyed watching the park being open and functioning. I thought that was really cool to see that.
But now I think they're trying to flog a dead horse.
Well, I wasn't so keen on the second one. I didn't really like the whole human cloning thing.
No.
That was a bit unnecessary. But now they've got a lot of the original parts back in for the last one. I think actually it could be going.
Isn't the third's called Domination, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum.
I'll still go and watch it to see how it turns out, but
yeah,
I just think the new ones are a bit over the top, maybe.
Yeah.
And what's her name? What's her name that plays Chris Pratt's love interest?
Oh, I know. What's her name? I can't think of her name now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know.
I know this.
Howard.
I know T-Rexes don't exist before anyone says this. But how does she outrun a T-Rex in high heels?
I know. She's got really strong ankles.
Yeah, I know. It's like... How was she running in the high heels and outrunning that T-Rex?
And like in the first film, the original Jurassic Park, they're in a Jeep going like 60 miles an hour along the road. It's still catching up.
And in the originals, I think the Velociraptors, I don't like the fact they're trying to make a Velociraptor that is trained to like humans.
Yeah, and I sort of feel like the newer ones rely on it too much. It's like, we haven't.
Blue, isn't it? Blue's the one he can control, isn't it?
Yeah, but I sort of like in the newer ones, they rely on that. If they get like a plot point where they think, God, we've really backed ourselves into a corner here. I don't know how we're going to get them out. It's like they think, send in the Velociraptor, send in Blue. Blue will get them out of that. Yeah. And it's just like,
but no,
how many times does that happen?
I liked it when the Velociraptors are like dragging people into the grass and jumping all over there.
I think after
the T-Rex, Velociraptors were great. Right?
Yeah. My favourite part of the original one is where they flank the ranger and he obviously the famous line where he's a clever girls. And bang! That's my favourite part. That's so cool.
Or the bit in the kitchen, the snorting and the.
Yeah. And I remember watching that as a kid and just being terrified. Like, again, going back to the sort of sci-fi horror, though, isn't it? You've got to have
Yeah.
that fear, and yeah, Jurassic Park
Yeah.
has. So that's why it made
Well,
number
yeah,
3.
well, Jurassic World doesn't have that same feeling.
No, not quite. I mean, I still enjoy them, but not as much as. And I don't enjoy any of them as much as I enjoy the original.
No. Okay, so my number 3, and I might watch this later. Fifth Element.
Good film. Really good film.
This nearly put this. It came in top 3. I nearly had this as number 1. To be fair.
Really?
Yeah, I love this film.
Okay. I mean, I do like it.
Bruce Willis, who plays Leela, is
Oh, she's model, isn't she? Is it Moila something? Moila.
Yeah. It's I can't pronounce her name.
No, I don't.
Did she not play Kill Bill?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bruce Willis. It's a great film.
It is a great film.
I remember having a game for this as well, which is an okay game, but
yeah. It's everything in it's like the villain Gary Oldman as a villain is over the top. You've got, it's not Chris Rock, is it? It's the one who's in Rush Hour. I can't remember his name. He's another Chris, I'm sure. But anyway,
he plays like a kind of like no. Yeah.
It's so weird, but it's good. Good choice. Great choice, that one. I didn't even. That's another one I never even thought to put on the list. So you've outdone me there. Okay, are you done on that one, bud?
Yeah, my Fifth Element is number 3.
Okay, bud. I've got at number 2 then, The Fly.
I haven't seen this one.
Have you not?
No.
It's a Jeff Goldblum film. Well, the version that I'm putting in is a Jeff Goldblum film, and so he's creating travel, so almost like teleportation, like you see in Star Trek. And he has these 2 pods, sort of egg-shaped pods, and he gets into one, and then to start off, he's transferring meat, dogs, cats, and it all goes pretty badly. And then he gets it, so something he puts in, then successfully transfers to the other pod. So he's cracked it. So he thinks, I've got to test it on humans. So he goes in himself, not realising that there's also a housefly in the pod as well.
Yeah.
Transfers them both over, and then he slowly begins to turn into this fly. And this one is probably on this list, but the worst one for the horror aspect. So like he starts to vomit his food back up and then eat it again like a fly would. His skin starts to break out, and it's really tragic film actually, because he keeps his humanity throughout, but his body's changing into that of a giant fly, and it's just a great film. Probably for me, Jeff Goldblum's greatest performance as well on film. It's a really good sci-fi film. This is probably the one I'll watch tonight actually, The Fly. Yeah.
If it's on any of the platforms, I might give that one a go.
Yeah, it's really good. I think you'd enjoy that one.
Yeah. Okay, I'll keep that one in mind. So my number 2, I've got Aliens at number 2. Oh, Alien. Alien. Yeah.
Alien number 1. Cool. Yeah. Good film.
Again, great film. Back in the day, scary.
Yeah. Really
the look of the alien, great.
Again, nothing. We've not seen anything like that before.
No.
Aliens were always sort of humanoid, weren't they? 2 arms, 2 legs, straight up, little head, or they had sort of big forehead, little green men aliens. But these
with the dog-like features of drooling with the acid.
Yeah. And then sort of the miniature that comes out of the mouth.
Yeah. Well, it starts off as a face hugger, isn't it? So you get a thing that hugs your face, it's like tentacles down your throat, and then it bursts out, and then it grows into. No, I was just about to make a mistake there, because no, it does it. Doesn't it hug, and then it takes on the aspect of the person it hosts?
Is that in the first one?
is that not how aliens work? Do they not take on the aspect of what the? Because then you have the Predalien, don't you? In Aliens versus Predator, where it face hugs a predator, doesn't it? And then it takes on
I
the
think that's
aspect
something
of
that must have come later on, mate. I don't remember that in the
maybe,
original.
maybe that's got people. Let me know, like guys watching, correct us.
All right, Rachel.
Oh, hey, Rachel. Great, yeah, like I say. I mean, in that film, wasn't it just a head, someone with a stick and a head, just like
Yeah, pretty much.
poking it through doors?
Which says a lot for how well made it was. All the sets in that they were in were crafted to such perfection, and the suspense of it all, and it's sort of gradually building up throughout the film, to the point where, like you say, you were terrified of, yeah, it's great. And there was a really good game, actually. I think it was on the PS3, an Alien game where you were. I remember playing that, and you'd be sort of walking down a corridor of a ship or something, and all of a sudden one would burst out. It had sort of almost that same suspense. Really good game.
Yeah, and I think there was I think it was in America where you can do that live experience, where you can go around with some Marines who are actors, and you go down a lift, and then they shove a head in, and then some of the Marines will get dragged out.
Yeah.
I don't think they do that anymore, but yeah, that was an experience back in the day. I would have loved to have done that. I think I would, I would have lost it. I would have been like, oh no.
I would have too. I would have gone in all sort of Billy Big Balls, but yeah, as soon as I dragged the Marine out,
yes.
I'd have lost it.
Even though I knew it was probably fake. Yeah, you fake. You just... Maybe they should bring that back. They should do something like that. Bring it back and we'll take part.
They really should. Yeah. Okay, so number one then.
Okay.
I sort of don't want to say, because I think I wonder if you've got the same actually this week. I got Blade Runner.
No.
No, then. Oh, okay, cool.
No.
Yeah, Blade Runner.
Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah, I love this film, and I really like the sequel actually as well. But the original just looks so cool. And you've got obviously Harrison Ford, Rick Deckard, and the replicants who are, and it's all of asked that question like, what makes us human? And especially with the replicants, are they human? I know they're built, but are their feelings human? And yeah, it's a really good question, and it just looks so good. Even now, I know there's a lot of different cuts of this version out. I really like the original, just the original cut.
Wasn't it based on the book? Don't they do some Dream of Electric Sheep?
Yeah, which is who was it? Philip K. Dick, isn't it? Philip K. Dick book. Yeah.
I can't remember the full title. Something Dream of Electric Sheep.
Yeah, it is something like that, isn't it? Android's Dream of Electric Sheep.
Or Do We Dream of Electric? I can't remember the full title. But
yeah, I know.
Again, someone will correct me. Someone.
But yeah, real bleak vision. I mean, and this is quite funny because it's actually set in 2019, isn't it? So obviously, we know that it's not real. We know it's not a true representation. But yeah, and Rutger Hauer, I think his name is, who plays sort of the lead replicant, and he gives that really famous speech at the end, doesn't he? Which is probably the best part of the movie. He's sort of, the Whose Time to Die speech, which is great. It's just a great film, and it's one of those that I couldn't watch it all the time, but when I do watch it, I always think I really enjoy it, and that's why it
gets you thinking, doesn't it? Because it gets you thinking, is he?
Yeah, exactly. You never really know. It's never really answered.
No.
So yeah.
Good choice.
Okay,
I didn't actually think of that one. My number one is I've got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1.
Okay.
Love this film.
I do love this film.
One of my Marvel films where I can watch and watch again. Maybe not Volume 2, but number 1. Again, great casting, great story, great soundtrack.
It's the best soundtrack of any movie ever, I think. You tell.
That comes to mind. That comes to mind at the moment. They're not another one
I don't think so. I think it is the best sound. When I get in my car
of a film or
of a film.
okay,
Sorry, yeah.
okay.
I mean, not necessarily going against like something like John Williams. But I mean, for a pop music soundtrack, that's the best. I don't think there's anything close to it. And when I get, like I say, when I get in my car and I just want to put a playlist on while I drive home from work, it's Guardians. Almost 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got. It's almost like, I know they own it now. It's like Disney's version of Star Wars, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, and that's what I loved about it, because when Star Wars started to not be as great, we sort of had Guardians to back up. I mean, obviously, I didn't put it on my list, and the only reason it didn't make my list, because it was on there earlier in the week, is because I thought I'm not going to put any superhero films, because I sort of see them as their own genre now. That's why it didn't make my list, but it would have been high on my list had I included superhero films.
Cool.
Yeah, good choice, mate. That's a good list. Guardians. So I'm going to do a poll this week, because we've got quite different.
Yeah, we're all over the place this week, aren't we? Some are the same.
Yeah.
There's some different.
We've done good on that.
There's a few Shall I go for our list first, and I'll mention a good few, and then we'll round it up.
Let's
do. We got 10 minutes left.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, number 10 was Avatar. Then it was Ghostbusters, District 9, Back to the Future, Jurassic Park, Her, Tron, Fifth Element as number 3, Alien, and then Guardians of the Galaxy was my number 1.
It's a really good list, man. Really good list, and there's a couple on there that I didn't think of, and I'm kicking myself now. Okay, so my number 10 was District 9. My number 9 was RoboCop. Number 8, the original Planet of the Apes. Number 7, Terminator 2. Number 6, Alien. Number 5, Back to the Future. Number 4, The Matrix. Number 3, Jurassic Park. Number 2, The Fly. And number 10, Blade Runner.
Nice.
Yeah, good list there.
I mean, there's a few, like, I nearly had Space Odyssey on there. 2001 Space Odyssey.
Do you know what? It's one of those films that I've seen it, and I've seen it a few times, and I don't think it's as good as people make out. I think it's overrated.
Yeah, I agree with you in some ways, in that.
Yeah.
Maybe it did hit my number 10 because of that. What's the other one I was going to say? Not District 9, Cloverfield.
Oh, Cloverfield. That's a good film, actually. Yeah.
That nearly made it onto my list. I mean, I like the idea of like going through you see it through someone filming.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I quite like all of that found footage films. I like the original Blair Witch. I thought, not at the time, I thought was a pretty poor film, and then I watched it sort of later on, in sort of my 20s, and I thought, actually, this is really clever how they've done this. But yeah, I like all that. A few I had on my list. I mean, I had Predator on the list at one point.
Predator, yeah, good choice.
I had Avatar as well at one point. Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan, classic.
Yeah.
But yeah, bump that off. Guardians of the Galaxy, obviously. Oh, and another one that was very nearly in there was Inception.
Yep, I thought about this one as well.
Yeah,
very clever film.
Yeah, really clever. I love the whole dream within a dream concept. Yeah, so, but it did. I just thought it wasn't quite as good as some of the other ones I've got on here.
What else I was going to mention? The G.I. Joe. That's what I was going to mention.
Oh, okay. Not a massive fan, if I'm honest.
I enjoyed it. G.I. Joe was. Obviously didn't make it on my list because it wasn't worthy of it. But
I think one of the good things we've done is like when we've done the guilty pleasures list. So like Starship Troopers would be a sci-fi, but it's never going to make a top 10 sci-fi list, is it? It's not good enough of a film, but it is a guilty pleasure, so it made that list.
Men in Black, maybe that needs a shout out.
Yeah, Men in
original?
Black. I mean, I love the original, and I actually really like the third one. The second one was a big letdown.
No, yeah, agree.
And International was an awful film.
Let's just not mention International.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah,
I
don't even really count that as a Men in Black film. I think you've got 3 Men in Black films, and one of them's not that great. But
no.
yeah, Men in Black.
But Men in Black, good again, a great track, isn't it? To that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not so much a soundtrack, is it? It's just sort of a theme song.
I mean, I don't know about you, but to me that holds a lot of memories as well. I can remember we did that dance. Yeah, to that song.
When we joined the dance group, so get close to girls.
Wasn't the teacher quite hot?
Yeah, that is good memories.
Yeah.
And actually, I really like the song from the second one. Nod Your Head.
Yeah.
The black suit's coming.
Yeah.
I'm not doing the dance, Sarah. No way. I couldn't
remember it now.
Yeah. I remember we had to wear masks.
Yeah, I remember we had to do something like that or something.
Yeah, there was some thriller moves in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I can't really believe you've just shared that.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah, Men in Black, good choice. I did miss a Will Smith song from the third one. Thought he should have had it. Should have had a Will Smith song for the third one.
Yeah.
Well,
okay, guys. Yeah, we ain't got much time left, so we need to
wrap it up.
Yeah. So, like I said, that list was suggested by listener Dougie. I don't think you must be working tonight, so thanks, Dougie, for that.
Yeah, cheers, Doug.
Guys watching, send us in some suggestions, and we'll give them a go.
Yeah, and thanks to everyone. We hit 200 this week, 200 followers.
Yeah.
So, thanks a lot for anyone that watches us, and especially, I think we've got like 3 regular followers every week on this. We've got Sarah, Honey, and Dougie. Cheers. Thanks.
But people are watching it because our first one has hit 60 some views, haven't they? And our last one is
40 something. So yeah.
What, our previous sex then?
Yeah. So done right. So yeah, see how this week does. But thanks to everyone who does watch.
Thanks for followers. Like I say, when we first started this, I would expect us to get 50 for just a bit of fun, but clearly, guys, yeah.
Cool.
But guys watching, give us a comment. Let us know what you think.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to shoot off then, bud. Have a nice evening. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm out.
And we see you next week.
Yeah, man.